Welcome to the Royal Daily Tea YouTube channel. Please be advised all of my videos are for entertainment purposes only, based 100% on my own opinion, my own theories, and my own research. All of my information can be found on the public domain and falls under the fair use guidelines. Please feel free to do your own research. Hi everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea, and hello and welcome to all of my brand new subscribers. I have quite a few brand new subscribers over the past 2 or 3 months. We are well over 15,000, heading into 16,000. So thank you guys so much for considering my channel and for subscribing. Now there is like 60% of my views come from people who aren't subscribed. So I really hope that you will consider subscribing. The RDT family is amazing, very positive and supportive here in the community. Now I do a lot of royal daily tea, a lot of gossip, but I also do pro royal family content. I do have a royal bride series here on my channel, and the 4th episode, which is going to cover royal wedding gowns, will be dropping later this week, probably on the weekend. But I want to welcome each and every one of you to my channel, and I have a funny thing to say. So a lot of people are like, I love the way you say daddy. And then I've had a few people, one person say, I hate when you say daddy, it makes me cringe. Well, the reason why I say it, and a lot of my OG RDT family members know, is that is a private joke between me and my mom. So every time that I can say daddy, I do, because it makes me chuckle, it makes my mom chuckle, and now a lot of people on my channel actually really like it. It kind of became a catchphrase. So I apologize for the people who hate it, but it's going to be here for a while because it's just part of who I am. It's a nod to my mom. It's just a joke, but a lot of people like it. So I hope I explained why I say it that way here on the channel. But we have a lot of royal daily tea to cover. So sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the royal daily tea. So we're going to start off with another excerpt from Tom Bower's book. Again, this is another meeting that Meghan had with Harry's friends in the very beginning of their dating relationship. Now, this event happened back in March of 2017, where Harry and Meghan were part of a very small wedding of around 40 people. It was a 3-day event where they flew to this wonderful destination. And there Harry went and had a ballistic fit when he saw a photographer hiding in the bushes. Now, the Duke of Sussex exploded into a violent outburst after seeing a photographer while attending a 3-day party for the wedding of his Etonian friend Tom Skippy Inskep in March of 2017, according to the investigative journalist Tom Bower. Prince Harry attended the wedding of his former schoolmate in the company of his then-girlfriend Meghan Markle. Now, you know, poor little Skippy is the guy who got the snip, and I don't know if they're friends any longer, but apparently him and his wife didn't make the cut that we talked about in the last video for the reception for Harry and Meghan's wedding. How sad is that his friendship had to sour in regards to Meghan? Now, the party took place at the Round Hill Hotel in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and it was attended by 40 close-knit friends. As their relationship became more public over a few months prior, and this marked one of the first important events, you know, even though it was a private one, to be attended jointly by Harry and Meghan. Remember, they were mostly in seclusion, keeping it very private, low-key. So this was one of the main events besides the Sandringham shooting event, where Meghan gets to be around Harry's inner circle of his closest friends. So many of the people, of course, were very excited to hear, oh, here's this Meghan, the person that Harry's in love with. We're super excited to meet this wonderful woman. And they're at this very secluded resort on a mostly isolated villa. But apparently Harry spotted a photographer and he basically went ballistic. Now, in the extract from the book, they're saying that, quote, Harry's friends were very puzzled by his violent outbursts, considering the frequency of similar previous incidents in his life. Remember, Harry talks about how he has PTSD because of what happened to his mother, and he's always afraid of photographers hiding in bushes. And it's very famously known that his ex-girlfriend, Chelsea Davy, supposedly broke up with Harry because he was very, very paranoid. He was seeing people taking his photograph and there would be nobody there. She was kind of getting tired of him being whiny and always assuming that people were trying to take his photograph. And, she was like, dude, get over yourself. No one's following you. So again, apparently he has this problem, PTSD, maybe from his childhood. But again, a lot of people were like, why are you acting this way? This is something you've been dealing with since you were a child. So a lot of his friends that were there at the wedding became very suspicious of Meghan because they noticed that Prince Harry's paranoia in regards to the press kind of increased after he started dating Meghan Markle. If you remember, she convinced Harry that they were chasing her and she was being hounded by the press, where he was forced to make that declaration about, hey, she's my girlfriend, leave her alone, well before he should have been announcing a relationship, breaking a faux pas with the royal family. Again, I really believe that she's convincing Harry that she's his mother 2.0 and that she's going to have a horrible fate just like his mom, and she's being chased by the paparazzi. Again, this was very early on in their relationship. This was before the Vanity Fair article that came out. This was in March of 2017, and the Vanity Fair came out in September, and they became engaged in November. So they barely had a date in about 8 months. People barely knew who she was. Here she is feeding his paranoia, making him make announcements to the press because they're chasing Meghan, totally feeding into this. It's like she knew what his weak spots were, and boy, was she pushing those buttons. It was like shooting fish in a barrel for Megsy. Now, according to the friends, they were very, very disappointed after meeting Meghan. They said there she acted like a total princess. She had absolutely no interest in engaging in conversation or getting to know any of them. Kind of had the attitude, I'm dating a prince, you're beneath me type of attitude. Complained about the food, complained about everything, and pretty much did not give a great first impression. Again, this is probably the second time with different groups of people that Meghan, in a private setting with his close-knit friends, did not give off a very good impression. And so what does that say about you? That she doesn't care about making friends. She's there to divide and conquer. As long as she got her man and she got the ring on the finger, she really doesn't care about discarding people, because again, Meghan Markle has a whole graveyard of people that she has ghosted along the way, and family included. Like, there's nobody who's exempt from it. As long as if she doesn't need you, you're gone. You're in the graveyard. Now, according to Harry, when he talked on the Late Show with James Gordon, he talked about how his relationship went from 0 to 360 in 2 months, that when they were dating, they kind of did a reversal of dating. They had to keep everything very private, where they spent a lot of time together behind closed doors, having little dinners at home and Netflix and chilling. And then eventually, as the relationship went on, they went out in the public. Again, Meghan really did a snow job on him. She convinced him that she was the low-maintenance Lolita who liked to stay home in a cramped little cottage and cook chicken, and she didn't need, fancy jewels, and she didn't need a lot of press or fuss. She was just really happy to be there with Harry. Boy, did she fool him. That was a joke. That wasn't the person that he married. So I believe that Harry fell in love with this little ideal that he had of Meghan, of a woman who was going to be quiet and fun and easygoing and just go into the royal fold and be part of the Fab Four with Kate and William, because that is exactly what he was looking for. And if you watch the engagement video, that is what he said, and her body language was like, I'm not a team player. He really was looking for someone to get into the royal family, to understand the structure, the foundation, the rules, the etiquette, the tradition. He wasn't looking for someone who was going to come in and blow it open and modernize it, or go to Hollywood and have a Netflix deal. That is not what Harry talked about in 2017 during his engagement video. He's a completely different person now in 2022. I believe she snow jobbed him and convinced him of someone who, wasn't real. She's an actress. She played the part of the woman that Harry wanted. He went to bed with Snow White, woke up with Cruella de Vil. She snow jobbed him, guys. She got the ring on her finger and she switched. But his friends noticed right away a lot of red flags, but Harry was just, didn't see the red flags. He was too busy looking for the paparazzi taking his photo in the bushes and not seeing the red flags hitting him in the face. And it's always really sad when you have a friend who brings someone around and they're like, aren't they great? And then you start seeing all of these really scary red flags. But sometimes it's hard to tell your friend, I don't think that person's for you, because they'll blow up at you. If someone is in love with someone, it's really hard to tell them the truth because people don't want to see the truth. They want you to see their rose-colored glasses. Everything is fine. They poop rainbows. What are you talking about? Again, I've been in that situation where you've been with friends and you start to see stuff right away and it's not going to work out, but you can't tell your friend. Or you tell your friend and they get mad at you. And I think Harry lost a lot of friends, like poor little Skippy here, who said, Harry, you've changed a lot and not for the better ever since you got with Miss Megzy. And what happened to him? He got cut out of Harry's life. I'm just saying, all of his friends, they didn't have ulterior motives. They were out looking for Harry, but Harry didn't want their opinion. He just wanted them to say, we love Meghan, she's great. But Meghan didn't care that he didn't have any friends left because that wasn't her goal. Her goal wasn't there to fit in with the crowd. It was to divide and conquer. If they weren't useful to her, she had absolutely no use for them. The lady at the wedding said she didn't engage in conversation. She had no interest in any of us sitting here. Meghan has no interest in friends or people who don't help push her to where she wants to go. Very interesting. 2 separate occasions with 2 separate friend groups, and she made a bad impression on every single one of them. So let's talk that New York unofficial royal tour part 2. Meghan's PR firm is definitely on the defensive, guys. They are working overtime because they have to counteract Tom Bower's book. So you're going to see a lot of powerful, wonderful, pleasant PR pieces. Meghan Markle is going to be a superhero. She's going to start saving little kittens from trees and children from burning buildings. Seriously, it is working 24/7 over there at Sunshine Sachs. They're going to have a lot of meet cutes up in the street with Meghan and her fans. How sweet and down to earth she is. How she just loves to take photographs of people. She loves the press. She was even apparently thanking photographers. Thank you for welcoming me to New York City. I'm sorry. Who are you? Are you Meghan Markle, the woman who hates people? The one who made everyone move out of those seats at Wimbledon so she could sit there with her friends by themselves and told people, don't take photos of me? The same person who had everyone clear out of a Christmas tree lot so her and Harry could shop in private? That Maggie is okay to meet people on the street and take a photograph? I mean, this is the same woman who says everyone in the UK is terrible and she needs all these armed guards. But yeah, Meghan, you're one with us. You're down with the people. So they're definitely doing a lot of PR fluff pieces, making Meghan very relatable and very nice. She's so sweet. So they have this new little story where Meghan Markle, she changed 3 times for her New York City tour. Now I have to say her fashion is a lot better this time around. She actually wore clothes that fit her body type and it was seasonally appropriate. She didn't come out in a parka and a turtleneck. It's like 3-digit weather there in New York City. So right after she was at the UN where she wore that beautiful black Givenchy gown, she was seen with her new bestie, Gloria Steinem, having lunch at the Crosby Street Hotel in Soho, and she was wearing a white shirt and a pair of navy shorts. Now again, they're definitely, I think they're listening to the criticism that they're getting. They have a photo of her helping Gloria Steinem into the car because Meghan is such a thoughtful person. Again, you're going to see a lot of this positive PR pieces. And guess what? We have the very first meet cute on the streets of New York City because Meghan is so approachable. So here's the first meet cute of Meghan Markle and her fans because Meghan is so approachable. A lady by the name of Caitlin904 posted a selfie with her and Megsy, and Meghan looks like, oh my God, we're such good friends. So here she is in her little, meet cute photo. The lady says, sometimes moments happen that are special, and today was one of these moments, the epitome of class and elegance, the gorgeous Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, and I. She was so gracious and personable. It truly was an honor to meet her. Oh, that was well written, don't you think? A little meet cute on the street. Again, watch out for those kittens in a tree and children in a burning building. Meghan's going to be the superhero of New York City. So that evening, Harry and Meghan dined at an Italian restaurant that's owned by actor Robert De Niro. I have to say she did look really nice in this outfit. It was kind of a strapless jumpsuit by Gabriella Hearst, and this outfit can be found at Selfridges. It does look a little bit like something that Kate wore to the Maverick opening movie premiere. But again, I thought she looked really good on this unofficial second royal tour of New York City. But boy, they are merching the heck out of Meghan and her clothing. Of course, Meghan Markle had to merch out her wardrobe, and there's another PR piece about the pinky ring that Meghan wore that represents women empowerment. Of course, it's by the feminist brand Chiffon, and it talks about how they're aiming to close the gender gap and invest in female business. Look, I'm not against any of that, but I just think it's hilarious how this press piece all of a sudden shows up with a picture of Meghan in the ring. Again, she's always merching her merchandise, isn't she? Merching the wardrobe. Again, this trip ain't going to pay for itself, so she's definitely got to merch her brand. So look forward to Meghan, all of her merchandise being available, all these little puff pieces of Meghan turning into a superhero, because Sunshine Sachs has to counteract Tom Bower. And the only way they're going to do it is by putting out positive PR. They're not going to comment on the negative stories. They're going to counteract it with positive pieces so people think that she's Snow White. That's what she does. She doesn't care about Harry getting a lot of backlash in the UN. Nobody cares about Harry. It's all about Meghan. So right now, her PR firm is on the offensive. Mark my words, kittens from trees and children from burning buildings. There's going to be a lot of PR fluff pieces in the press. So what do you guys think of the new story from Tom Bower about a second social event where Meghan was showing her true colors and everyone could see it but Prince Harry? And what do you think about Meghan's new wardrobe for her unofficial royal tour of New York City? And do you think there's going to be a lot of meet cutes coming up? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Please be sure to check out my website, royaldailytea.com. That is a lifestyle blog where I share a lot of fun book ideas, movies, recipes with you over on the website. If you don't know, I do have an Amazon storefront, and I've curated a lot of interesting things for you, and I have a brand new fall section. I know, don't come for me, but I do have a brand new fall section because, guys, it's a coming. But anyways, thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.